Hi guys, welcome to this final review about the Artman GoPro battery charger including two batteries. So it's a pretty cheap charger. I think it was about $20, the charging station with the cable and two batteries. I mean, we have here two batteries from the Artman, and here we have the GoPro original. So I wanted to actually make this review a little bit later, after a couple of weeks or months, but I've been trying this now for a couple of days, and I am already very unhappy with this system. So I wanted to make the final review and give you an advice what I think about this thing. So price-wise, it's really good. I mean, what you get the whole system for $20, the charger, the cable, two batteries. We cannot complain as long as it's working, but that's the obvious problem here. Here I'm running it on a battery, yeah, like a charger. So, but it should be the same as usual. It's USB, same as you have it on power. So when we take the original GoPro battery and put it into the charger, sometimes, I mean, these batteries are all fully charged. So sometimes it does not charge. Here on the right side, you see now it's charging on the right side, even when the battery is full, actually. So it doesn't notice that the battery is actually already full. And I had it in for like 10 minutes or so, and it was charging and charging and charging, and it was already full. I mean, I put it back to the GoPro, and the GoPro said 100%, but it still kept on charging. Usually not with the GoPro, but definitely with their own brand. So you can see it now already stopped. If you would do this same thing, same test with the Artman battery, it would charge almost forever. I think it just doesn't reach the same voltage. Now it starts charging again. It's pretty strange. The thing is also, as you can see, there is some kind of, I don't know what it's called, but it doesn't make contact all the time. You just have to, when you touch it a little bit, it loses contact and makes contact again, and so on. So that's not a good quality, definitely not. So when we go to the next slot, it doesn't charge. You see that? Then we go to the third slot, same thing, doesn't charge. Sometimes, just depending on what you do, sometimes charging, sometimes not charging. But usually it's not charging here, but charging here. And usually it was pretty much same thing with the Artman battery, here charging, and now it does. Before it was not. Here you see it's not charging. So it's a total, it's just by chance randomly charging or not charging. This is something what you definitely don't want to have. I mean, you have no idea how much charge there is in this battery. Usually I expect when the battery is fully charged, you put it in and it doesn't charge. It would like tell you, okay, it's already charged, then it should put on a green light, which usually happens here, or happens here. So it's really a super strange thing, and annoying and not reliable. And I mean, when you overcharge batteries, that's not a good thing. They could overheat, explode, whatsoever. Also, another thing is that the Artman battery or the batteries are a little bit thicker than the original battery, and I think it's a little bit a bump. I don't know if you can see that. Here there are two squares built in. I hope I can hold it maybe now. I think you can see that there's a bump, 2 bumps here. That's not the case with the original battery. So when we put this thing into the GoPro, as you can see, even when it's totally in the case, it's not loose, it's totally tight. It's tight till the last millimeter, I mean till the last 100th of a millimeter, super tight. So if this thing, yeah, I'm having a hard time to take it out. If this thing expands with heat just a little bit, it could destroy the inside. As you can see, there's some electronics everywhere. I don't know how sensitive these parts are inside, but I had an old camera, not the GoPro, another one where the battery expanded a little bit and destroyed the whole camera. You have to be really careful with the GoPro original battery. When you put it in, you feel some like resistance, but at the end it's really easy to push it in, and you see there is some gap. When it's totally down, hope you can see that, you can move it around. So probably they did it on purpose. So if the battery expands a little bit from the heat, it won't destroy the camera, as you can see. But you won't have this extra gap, extra safety with the Artman. So this is not good. This is not a full replacement of the GoPro battery. I mean, I like the capacity it has. It is a 1450 or something like that. 80, yeah, 1480 milliampere hours. That's good. I'm not complaining about that. The original is just about 1200 something, and I tested it with a time lapse. I had this in and then this thing, and I was using both batteries till the end, till they died or were drained, and I had the impression that it took about same amount of time, not much difference. Maybe even this lasted a little bit longer, which is good, but not for the price of safety or like put your expensive camera at risk. That's definitely not a good thing. And apart from that, I mean, I've been doing some comparison. When I was not happy with that, I was checking what's around on Amazon, and I have found that you can buy other sets for about same price, but they come with a display like an LCD display or better LED display, which tells you how much charge it's in there in the battery. So you can probably put it in and let it check, and you will see if it's charged or not. Here you really have no clue. When you put it here, it's charging, also charging, but just sometimes, not always. Here, not charging again. This is just randomly. This is something I really have no clue. When I put it here, I would assume it's charged. When I put it here, I would assume it's not charged. So this is something you really can't use. It's piece of junk. So definitely too cheap. I mean, sometimes you can save money by buying cheap, but sometimes it's too cheap, and then you waste some money and you have to rebuy again, and that happens in my case. But I will try to send it back for a refund because it's obviously not reliably working. Another thing is that I have found that other sets also include protection, like a protective cap or a case for the batteries which you have charged and you want to take with you, because here you see there's no protection. I mean, there's a little bit of protection because the metal things are inside. So if you just put this thing into your pocket, there's not a big risk of put this battery or yourself in danger, but it always could be. I mean, with these things, you don't want to mess around. If you have like a few coins in your pocket, like me, always a little bit for whatever you need to replacement for a screwdriver or whatsoever, or for a shopping cart, and then this thing gets into this gap or whatsoever, or you have like a small knife, something like this, then it makes contact with the battery. That's not a good thing. So a protective case would be desirable. I mean, I cannot complain. It's my fault that I didn't buy it, that I didn't buy a set with such a thing, which is such a case. But this thing is totally not working. It's not reliable charging, as you can see. You never know, charging, no charging, and then yeah, it's a piece of not so good thing. Yeah, I can't tell you. Anyway, yeah, and it's too wide. So when it heats up, it could put your GoPro at risk, and you don't wanna put your $350 camera at risk because of saving a few dollars with a cheap replacement battery set. So I think that's it for now. I hope I was covering everything, and I hope, of course, that I have been able to help you a little bit with that, to give you some buy or not to buy recommendation. And if you have any question or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.